Bob, let's talk a little bit about the issues with people's eyes, whether they're young or old. Why are some reasons we'd want to come and visit with you here at Baldwin Optical?
Well, first off, for the eye exam, children should have an eye exam generally every year, just making sure everything's okay. In the event that they started to wear glasses, you definitely want them to come in every year because they're not really aware that things have changed until they get a little older and they go, "Oh, Mom or Dad, I can't see the board at school as well," or I'm having to squint or something of that nature.
And headaches. I understand that kids will say, "Oh, I've got headaches." I know that is because that's what my son, the first clue was.
Sure. Headaches is generally the first sign of something having sit closer to the television or the computer or whatever the case might be. You'll have kids come home from school and say, "Well, the teacher's making me sit in the front because I can't see the board." I mean, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, and they can't verbalize it sometimes, so they're not going to say things are fuzzy. They might just assume that's the way it is.
That's correct. I mean, they don't have a frame of reference, so they just really don't know.
And then as an adult, things change as well, maybe not as rapidly in there, but what are some issues there that you find with adults?
Well, with adults, as we get older, everybody's susceptible to cataracts. Everybody eventually could have problems with the retina. Big thing out there right now is age-related macular degeneration, which is a major issue with the older population. And so those things need to be monitored quite close, making sure that appropriate treatments, if any, can be taken care of and make sure things can take care of.
Well, and so an annual exam would eliminate those fears and issues and make sure we're on top of it, where I don't think we think about our annual eye exam like we do other medical issues.
Sure. They think it's only for the need of glasses.
Exactly.
But the visual side is only one part of it. You need to look at the total health of the eye, and that's what we're asking for.
I never had even thought about it that way. That's a perfect way to put it. Well, let's talk about insurance. I know that you guys accept so many different kind of insurances, and there are employers around that offer fantastic insurance like the VSP. Let's talk about that.
Yes. VSP is one of the larger insurers for eyewear and for visual needs. Some of the larger employers in the Valley would be J.B. Swift, Schreiber's, Tyco.
Even Smith's Marketplace, I understand?
Yeah, even Smith's Marketplace has it. I mean, there's several that have it. And so it's a very, very, widely used insurance. We are a provider for that here in Hiram.
Well, and you may not, if you're an employee, you may not be aware that that was available for you for eye exam, even though it's in your policy. Sometimes we forget. So if you do work at one of those places and you need these things, you can come in and have very minimal out-of-pocket costs.
Oh, yes. Especially with VSP, generally there's a small copay for the exam, but you can keep the glasses or contacts, whatever, under the limit, and you wouldn't have any out-of-pocket expense at all.
Well, the companies you mentioned, I know, are huge employers here in the Valley, and there are so many more, and IHC and all the other insurers out there you can take advantage of here at Baldwin Optical.
Sure. We also are a provider for iMed, which is also a very large insurer. For IHC people, we offer special discounts for that. We take Blue Cross Blue Shield from the university, those types of things. So, yeah, there are very, very few exceptions that we're not a part of. So.
Well, that always helps in this economy, that we can have a little bit of help with our insurance. And so let's talk about your locations, because now you have 2 locations here in the Valley.
Okay. Of course, we're still in Logan, 1097 North Main, right on Main Street.
I see it every day because I'm on Main Street every day, and I always look your way, and I always know that Baldwin Optical is right there. And then now you're in Hiram.
We're here in Hiram, 26 West Center. We're between Wells Fargo and the new library. And
in this beautiful South Point Medical Plaza is what it's called. And again, like the Main Street location, very visible, fantastic, and it's a beautiful building.
Yes, it's very nice. It stands out. You can't miss it. The key with us, in order to get here, you have to go around the back door on the north side of the building.
Which, you've made with the signage, it's very obvious that is. It's not a difficult place to find. And even your signage on the outside of the door, I knew right where to go. Very easy, and it's beautiful and very, welcoming.
Well, thank you. I mean, we tried to make it as easy as possible. There is handicap parking here. There's an elevator for those who might have that need. And so, yes, everything we could possibly think of has been incorporated with us.
It was a good idea to come out here to the south part of the valley because the valley is growing, and to service the many people here, not to make them run in. And the whole medical plaza has other doctors and dentists, so you can really stay out here in the valley and be serviced.
Yes, that's right. I mean, it's almost fully contained with anything you might need right here, and that makes it very convenient for everyone in the South Valley.
And the icing on the cake is you, Baldwin Optical, having your optical needs serviced here and not having to drive so far. I love that.
Sure. I mean, it's, again, talked about the economy. It just makes it more convenient and less expensive to come here than drive into Logan.
Exactly. The gas tank load. Fantastic.
And we're helping with the environment, keeping the emissions out of the air, huh?
There you go.
Side benefit, I guess.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, Baldwin Optical here in the Cache Valley in 2 locations now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.